Hi, this is State Representative Neal coming to you from your capital. I would like to talk with you about something that you may have seen in yesterday's paper. We have been having some budget hearings here at the Capitol. You're probably aware of that. If you're listening and watching my legislative updates, you certainly are aware of it. One of the topics that we talked about yesterday was transportation. As you know, transportation has been a front page issue over the last year and a half here in the state of Georgia. We have some serious funding issues with the Department of Transportation. Revenues last year came in almost a $500 million short. You probably also know that as Commissioner Evans has taken over the responsibility there at the Department of Transportation, there has been many steps taken to look into some problems that the department has had over the last couple of years. And some of those situations we have received answers to, and some of those we have not received answers to. There's still some issues that they're dealing with. During the hearing yesterday, I spoke up and talked with Commissioner Evans about a couple of issues, and there was just a real small quote in the paper, and I wanted to just expand on that a little bit so you would know exactly where I was coming from and the reasoning behind the line of questioning with Commissioner Evans in that hearing yesterday. One department after another has come before us, and with every department there's been those recommendations of furloughs or salary reductions or even layoffs in order to make the budgets balance. We were told yesterday, and of course many of us already knew that this was the case, that the Department of Transportation had chosen not to do any furloughs or any layoffs or anything with employees, but instead to reduce LARP funding and state aid. Now, if you're not familiar with LARP funding and state aid, these are the funds that the Department of Transportation uses to help our local governments, for example, with transportation needs within our jurisdictions. The line of question that I brought was the fact that the role of the Department of Transportation is to provide for our transportation needs. And Commissioner Evans had said that the board chose not to put the economic difficulties on the backs of the employees, but instead to reduce those services. I find it somewhat disturbing, to be honest with you, that the Department of Transportation is looking at coming to you, the taxpayer, and ask you to consider putting a 1-cent sales tax to provide additional funds for the Department of Transportation, while at the same time telling you, by the way, we're going to reduce the amount of service that we provide for this additional funds that we're asking for. But we're going to make sure that we don't do anything that impacts in any way our employees. I want to make sure that you understand I am not advocating any unfair responsibility being borne by any Georgia employee. I'm a business owner. I have had to, just in the last month, make a layoff in my business. I know how difficult that is. The last thing we want to do is impact our employees. But when I see a department that has, as a board, decided that they would rather compromise their ability to deliver services than even consider looking at furloughs or even potential layoffs, I'm bothered by that, and that was my line of question. I just wanted to make sure that you understood the quote in the paper and understood exactly where I was coming from with that line of questioning. Again, I support our employees. I support the Department of Transportation employees. I know that there's going to be sacrifices made all the way across the board in the state over the next year or maybe two. And I'll be happy, as you will, when we get the budget deficits behind us, these shortfalls behind us, and we're able to see better times again. I would just encourage the board of the Department of Transportation, let's not keep the furloughs and impacts on employees, let's not keep that off the table. Let's look for ways that we can address the budget cuts in a way that is not impacting the delivery of services for the people of Georgia. Again, I'm State Representative Neal. Thanks for listening to me, and be looking forward to talking with you again. God bless you.